Hello everyone. Do you know that the foreign trade policy has a mechanism of rating exporters as 1 star, 2 star, 3 star or a 5-star export house? Yes, the foreign trade policy aims at simplifying and making the export process desirable to the exporters, and therefore it came up with Star Export House Certification Scheme. My name is Akash and I represent my company AV International, India's leading DGFT and customs consultants. Let's talk about Star Export House Certification in this video. This video will cover all the details about Star Export House Certification Scheme, including its eligibility criteria, benefits, process of application, and its terms and conditions. As a part of this scheme, the DGFT certifies exporters as status holders so as to provide recognition to such exporter firms as business leaders who have excelled in international trade and have successfully contributed to countries' foreign trade. Let's find out who are eligible to apply for this scheme. All exporters of goods, services and technology having a valid IEC code are eligible to apply for status holder certificate. The exporter should have export performances in preceding 3 financial years except for exporters of gems and jewelry. Exporters of gems and jewelry should have an export performance for preceding 2 financial years. The exporters should meet the threshold export performance required for the status as shown on the table on the screen. This threshold export performance should be met in the current and the previous 3 financial years. However, for the gems and jewelry sector, the threshold export performance should be achieved in the current and the previous 2 financial years. For 1-star export houses, the threshold export performance should be $3 million to be eligible. For 2-star export house, the threshold is $15 million, so on and so forth as per the chart on the screen. Also note that the export performance shall be counted on the basis of FOB value, that is, freight on board value of the export earnings in freely convertible foreign currency. And for deemed export, FOR value, that is, freight on road value of exports in INR will be counted, which will thereby be converted to US dollars at the exchange rate notified by CBIC. Let's learn about the benefits of Star Export House certification. First is priority customs clearance. Customs clearance for both import and export will be allowed on self-declaration basis. Second is expedited SION norms fixation, that is, standard input-output norms fixation. SION norms will be fixed on a priority within 60 days by the Norms Committee Delhi as per the special scheme for specified status holders. Third is bank guarantee exemption. Yes, all status holders get a complete exemption from furnishing of bank guarantees for any export incentive scheme under the latest foreign trade policy. Fifth is establishment of export warehouses. 2-star and above status holders will be given a permission to establish export warehouses as per Department of Revenue guidelines. Sixth is preferential treatment. The consignments of status holders will be handled on preferential basis and on priority by the concerned agencies. Seventh is self-generation of certificate of origin. Manufacturer exporters who are 3-star, 4-star or 5-star status holders can self-certify that their manufactured goods are originating from India with a view to qualify for preferential treatment under different preferential trading agreements, free trade agreements, comprehensive economic cooperation agreements, and lastly, comprehensive economic partnership agreements. Eighth benefit is export of products on free of cost basis. Status holders can export freely exportable items except for gems and jewelry on free of cost basis for export promotion, subject to an annual limit of Rs 1 crore or 2% of average annual export realization during preceding 3 licensing years, whichever is lower. Kindly note that such free of cost supplies shall not be entitled to any duty drawback or any other export incentives under any export promotion scheme. Apart from these benefits, status holders will be given an exemption from compulsory negotiation of documents through banks. Let's discuss some of the important terms and conditions of the Status House Certificate Scheme. Status certificates issued under this foreign trade policy shall be valid for a period of 5 years from the date of application for recognition was filed. On achieving higher status threshold, an exporter can always upgrade their status holder category after surrendering their previous status holder certificate. Status holders should maintain true and proper accounts of its exports and imports based on which such recognition was being granted. Records shall be maintained for a period of 2 years from the date of grant of status certificate. These accounts should be made available for inspection as and when required. Concept of double weightage. The export performance of certain eligible exporters will be counted twice, making them eligible for one-star export house status. For example, suppose there is a company ABC Steels Limited, which is an MSME company in the business of stainless steel exports. The export performance of ABC Steel Limited is 1.5 million US dollars in the current and the previous 3 financial years. If the company applies for a status holder certificate, then its export performance will be given a double weightage and will be counted twice as 3 million US dollars, making it eligible for one-star export house certificate. But the concept of double weightage applies to only select eligible categories, including MSMEs as defined in Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Development Act 2006, manufacturing units which have ISO or BIS certification, units that are located in northeastern states including Sikkim and Jammu and Kashmir, units located in agricultural export zones, exporters of fruits and vegetables falling under ITC HS chapters 7 and 8. Mandatory documents required for application of status house certificate are valid IEC and RCMC certificate of exports where double weightage has been claimed in format A, that is if applicable, certificate of foreign exchange earned by supply of service in format B, that is again if applicable, certificate of freight on road value of deemed export in format C if applicable, exports from SEZs, EOUs, EHTPs, STPs, BTPs in format D if applicable, statement of exports certified by chartered accountant, and CA certified annexure to ANF 3C. What is the procedure for application of Star Export House certificate? Step 1. Check the prerequisites of application before applying, which include valid login credentials to the DGFT portal and active IEC code, data of export performance in the online IEC profile, and active firm's bank account. Step 2. Fill up the application form in ANF 3C and submit it with the DGFT regional authority. Kindly note that there is no application fee to be paid for the issuance of status house certificate. Step 3. After submission, the application will be processed by the DGFT. The DGFT may issue deficiencies in case they need more details. Step 4. In case a deficiency memo is received, clear it by drafting a reply with the supporting documents and requisite clarification. Step 5. After clearing the deficiencies, the regional authority will approve the application, thereby granting the status house certificate to the applicant. Now, how can we help you here? We are AV International, India's leading DGFT and customs consultants. We have helped more than 500 clients with obtaining their status house certificate. We provide end-to-end export house consulting solution, including documentation, application, clearing deficiencies, obtaining the export house certificate, and post-certification compliance. For more information about our company, please visit our website www.avigroup.in. For more such informative content on the foreign trade policy, please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It will get us motivated to make more such content. Thank you and happy exporting.